and welcome to this edition of Canton Contact. I'm your host, Peg Stevens. My first guest today is here to tell us about the first annual Holiday Artisan Market that is being presented by the Canton Farmers Market. Here with all the exciting details is Canton Farmers Market Coordinator, Cherie Buckman. Cherie, welcome back to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me, Peg.
Well, I understand that the regular season of the Canton Farmers Market is coming to a close, but that you're working on a new market for us. What can you tell us about it?
Yes, so as you know, the farmers market is mostly food-based, and with a handful of our artisan crafters put in. So in past, I've told that the artisans kind of want a little bit more opportunity. So this year we decided to start an holiday artisan market, which will be held in November, so November 3rd, and this is a date where it's mostly all about the artisan crafters. So it's a day for them, and so people in the community can come out and start their holiday shopping, or even just kind of every day.
Oh, great. Now, I understand November 3rd, now that's a Saturday.
Correct.
So that's a big change from your traditional markets.
It is. So we put it for a Saturday because we know that Sundays are hard for some people, especially with our farmers market, being whether it's church or other things going on. So we just wanted to change it up and do a Saturday this year for the artisan market.
Excellent. And where exactly is it taking place?
It actually be taking place indoors. Inside the summit, we'll be using the banquet rooms, kind of just like our winter markets from previous. So we'll be opening up We'll be opening up the banquet rooms for this market.
So what sort of merchandise can folks expect to find?
Well, actually, we have a really good array of items being sold, a lot of cool different vendors. Some of them are from the market currently, some of our artisan vendors, as well as a couple of new ones coming in. So you'll see some handcraft items from crocheted items, sewn items, jewelry, bath items, and it's a mix of actual holiday decorations or holiday style items as well as everyday gifting.
Oh, excellent. So it sounds like it's going to be a great opportunity to do some holiday shopping.
Yes, correct. That was kind of the point. We really want people to come out and start their holiday shopping by supporting some of their local homemade artisan vendors.
Excellent. Now, a few years ago, I know the farmers market hosted a harvest market, and they had garlands and centerpieces and things of that nature. Will those be available, those sort of things?
To my knowledge, we don't have any vendors selling those at this time.
Ah.
But we're always accepting vendors who do.
There we go. So if someone at home is interested in being a vendor at the Holiday Artisan Market, what should they do?
They should email me directly. They should email Canton Farmers Market at canton-mi.org and send us information about your items as well as pictures. The pictures help us kind of determine whether or not these are items that are already being sold. We don't want to have too many of the same type of items because then it hurts vendors.
Sure.
So as once we deem that there's not too many of the same items being sold, we email you the application and get you going.
Excellent. And I understand that the farmers market is always a great destination for a wonderful experience. So what are you doing at the artisan market to make it more of an experience for folks?
So this year we are going to have a food truck outside because that's one thing we've always had at the farmers market. So we want to keep a little bit of that flair, a little bit of a crossover there. So we will have a food truck out for hot food for sale. That will be located right outside near the parking lot of the banquet rooms. So people can go in and get food and come in and do their shopping or vice versa.
Excellent. Okay. Anything else that the folks at home should know about the first annual Holiday Artisan Market?
Just to come out and support our local vendors. I think it's fantastic for these people that put in the time. These are homemade, handcrafted items. All of the vendors there are all homemade. They have to be handmade items by the person selling them. So there are no big businesses coming in or selling like that. So
good to know. Now, is there a fee to enter the market?
Yes. So we are going to have a door admission, which is $1. So it's only $1 this year. But the cool thing about that is that we are donating all the door proceeds. It's going to be donated to a local charity.
Oh, excellent. Good to know. Yeah, fabulous. Now, I understand that you're also working on some winter markets. What can you tell us about those?
Okay, so our winter markets is going to be really exciting again this year. In the past, the winter markets have all been located in the lobby. So last year we opened up the banquet doors and allowed more entertainment and seating. This year we're actually going to flop it around and we're going to put our vendors inside the banquet rooms to allow for more vendors this year.
Oh, excellent. So this is at the Summit on the Park,
Correct.
So the banquet center.
Correct.
Okay. And when are those traditionally held, those winter markets?
So the winter markets are held, we have one for February, March, and April, and those will be on the third Sunday of each of those months.
Excellent. Excellent. And what sort of merchandise can folks expect to get at those markets?
This will be like a general, like our regular farmers market. So we will have some of our produce vendors out there, as well as like our cheese and a couple of handful of artisans as well. With these, the produce, of course, being that it's winter time, you'll have limited produce, so whatever's in season at that time are frozen items.
Excellent. And traditionally those you have kids activities and a food truck possibly?
Yes, we're trying to keep that as just like the outdoor markets, just indoor. So obviously the food trucks will be located right outside the doors. So depending on the weather, we'll see. We'll have some heaters out there if we need to, you know, for the lines for the food trucks.
Oh,
but
great.
We will have music and entertainment indoors.
Excellent. So Cherie, we're almost out of time, so if you wouldn't mind recapping the dates of when your regular season ends, when the artisan market is, and when these winter markets are expected to be held.
Yeah, so all the upcoming dates. So the end of our 2018 farmers market season ends on October 14th. That will be the last one for this year.
Oh, sad to see it come.
I know, it's been a fun season. And then we have our first annual holiday artisan market. So this is our craft show that will be held inside the summit, inside the banquet rooms. That will be November 3rd.
A Saturday.
A Saturday this year, yes. And then we will also have our winter markets. That's for the 2019 season. That will be held the third Sunday of February, March, and April.
Excellent. And if folks want information about all of these wonderful markets, where should they go?
They should contact Canton Farmers Market email, which is cantonfarmersmarket@canton-mi.org, or they can contact us on the Facebook page.
Excellent. Well, Cherie, thank you so much for stopping by and telling us about these exciting markets.
Yes, thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
We will be right back with more Canton Contact.
Afternoon.
Keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road so that everyone can make it home. I'm Officer Patty Esselink with the Canton Police Department. School is in full swing. The signs are out and the lights are flashing, reminding us to reduce our speeds and be patient. Students belong in the school zone. Your distractions do not. Let's limit our distractions and let's keep our students safe. Slow down and be patient.
Welcome back to Canton Contact. Joining me now from the Michigan Philharmonic is music director and conductor Nan Washburn, who's here to tell us about Michigan Phil's new season. Nan, thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Before we get to the details of your new season, why don't you start by telling us a little bit about the history of the Michigan Philharmonic?
Oh, the history is a very long one. This is our 73rd season, but what I'm very excited about to talk to you about is my 20th anniversary season. So I came in July of 1999, so I will have completed 20 years by the end of the year, but this is the 20th season. And the orchestra has just grown so much and is such a fabulous, fabulous ensemble, and I couldn't be more proud of what we've built. And it's taken, you know, 20 years, but it's really, really come a long way.
I bet. And how did you celebrate this milestone?
Well, we're celebrating all year. And we got off to a wonderful start with the Naniversary concert. Isn't that lovely? I thought of that myself.
I love it. So clever.
On October 5th, and it was a really wonderful concert celebrating again how fabulous the orchestra is. And we had all big blockbusters and a wonderful soloist, and it was just a terrific concert. But we'll be celebrating all year, and we'll be doing our Halloween concert, which we do every year in costume. And I think I've almost finished my costume. It's been tough because I have to up myself each time because last year was so great. Now I have to come up with something even better.
Of course, the pressure's
Of course,
on.
yes. And then we have a wonderful concert in November called In a Winter Garden, kind of a more meditative pre-holiday concert, beautiful with a big chorus and celebrating Libby Larson, who's a fabulous composer, will be joining us, and it's going to be a very exciting concert. And then we have our holiday Pops with the Phil in December, and those are always sold out performances, so buy your tickets early for that one. And then in January we scale down, and as always, and have a miniature masterpieces concert. And what we have on this one is miniature masterpieces, Quoth the Raven, which is with the composer Whitney George, young composer, fabulous, really, I would say, out there. She has her own ensemble called the Curiosity Cabinet, really inventive, does lots of theater, lots of things. So she set the Edgar Allan Poe poem, and she will be narrating that with us playing kind of creepy music that she has written, which is really cool. And we have some Ravel and some more standard things on that performance too. And then in February, we hopefully won't have a snowstorm like we did last year. We have In the Mood for Swing. We'll be doing big band music, which will be very exciting. And Lauren Norris is a wonderful young singer that will be joining us for that. And then March, we have a trombone concerto and 2 symphonies, one by Mozart and one by Franck. And then we have Palooza, Philpalooza 2. Let's get that title right. And that's with our very own youth orchestra joining us for one of the performances, and the Plymouth Community Band actually joining us for a big blowout. And we also have Zach Sheeman, who's originally from Canton, a fabulous saxophonist who'll be coming back home to play John Williams' piece called Escapades, which is the music from Catch Me If You Can, the movie, John Williams, Steven Spielberg. And so it'll be a really exciting season. So we are partying all year.
Oh, it sounds like it. Now, let's talk a little bit about the 20 years with the Michigan Philharmonic. Do you have favorite orchestral pieces that you'd like to revisit every now and again?
I actually do, but this particular season includes a lot of music that I haven't been able to do yet, and I figured, well, because of the size of the orchestra, it's a little bit bigger this year for most of the concerts, and I did ask the board, pretty please, for my anniversary, can we have a little bigger orchestra so that I can do these pieces? One was the Hindemith Symphonic Metamorphoses that we did on our opening concert. This Libby Larson piece, In a Winter Garden, is one I've tried to do for several years. And then we do revisit pieces that, actually the Franck Symphony in D minor is something that used to be performed all the time. Every orchestra played it, you know, every other year or so. And then for some reason it's not been played very recently, and I thought, we even have it in our library. Why don't we do it? It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. And so, you know, there's just some very, very cool things we get to do, and I can't be more excited.
Oh, it sounds wonderful. Now, you mentioned the size. How many members do you have?
Well, it's flexible, and our January concert is traditionally much smaller. We have a small venue. Also, it's just, I don't know, we've just always had that concert be small, and so we've done it with as few as 9 players. I think we'll have 13 or 14 for that, so that's our smaller group. Mm-hmm. For the concerts on the bookends, which is our opening concert and our final concert, we'll have close to 60 musicians of ours. In addition to the Philpalooza last concert, we'll have our youth orchestra of another 55-ish joining us for that ensemble, and then also the Plymouth Community Band. So we'll have way over 115 musicians together, not all of them Michigan Philharmonic players.
Oh, how exciting. Now, you are a regional orchestra, and you play throughout a variety of communities. We do. We are definitely based in Plymouth and Canton. That's where our primary season is, but we have been very fortunate in getting more and more concerts with like the Metro Parks. So we play out in Kensington. We also play downriver at Prechter Center. We'll be doing our holiday concert down there as well. We also play
last summer, I think it was, we played at Belle Isle. We played a number of concerts in downtown Detroit, Stony Creek Metro Park, Lake St. Clair Metro Park. We've really, like Erie Metro Park last summer. So we do make the rounds.
Absolutely, how exciting.
It is.
And you have put together a wonderful season, and folks around town, make sure you pick up one of their brochures because it explains the full lineup of other performers and what you'll be tackling musically. How exciting.
It is.
Now, for the folks at home, where can they get more information about the Michigan Philharmonic and more importantly, buy tickets?
Probably our website, that's michiganphil.org, and you can buy tickets online, and you can also call our office at 415-2112, 734 area code, and call us up and order your tickets.
Excellent. And you are an award-winning Philharmonic.
We are. We have won a number of awards from ASCAP, which is Association of Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers, if I spit that out. And then we've won the second place for the American Prize. And we've been very fortunate in getting quite a few very prestigious grants from the Knight Foundation and others.
Oh, fabulous. Oh. So once again, if you just wouldn't mind recapping where folks can go and get more information about the Michigan Philharmonic and purchase their tickets.
Our website, michiganphil.org, is the best place. Or if I can do the number right, 734-451-2112 is our office phone. Please call us.
Oh, Nan, thank you so much for stopping by and
you.
telling us about this exciting season.
Thanks so much.
And congratulations on 20 years with the Michigan Phil.
Thank you.
We will be right back with more Canton Contact.
Hey kids, come join me every third Saturday of the month for Bartlett's Family Fun Activity Day. Whoa! Kids Club meets from noon to 1:30 p.m. Every Kids Club has a different exciting activity, from field trips, nature activities, playing sports, to celebrating my birthday. Tell your parents to go to summeronthepark.org for all details and to sign up. See you there! Whoa!
Thank you for choosing the Village Theater at Cherry Hill. The orange shaded area indicates the free parking available surrounding the Village Theater. This map can also be found at cantonvillagetheater.org. Access to the building is available at both of the facility's front and back doors. We invite you to visit our concession window before the performance or during any intermissions. We only accept cash, but there is a nearby ATM at the Village grocery store just on the other side of Cherry Hill Road. We serve beer, wine, and light snacks such as chips, cookies, and candy, which we encourage you to enjoy inside our auditorium. Also, please feel free to arrive up to 1 hour early to enjoy our current art exhibition. The gallery at Village Theater rotates on a monthly basis. Thank you again for choosing the Village Theater. See you at the show.
Welcome back to Canton Contact. My next guest is here to give us an update on what's happening over at Canton Club 55. Here with all the exciting details is adult specialist Stephanie Diego. Stephanie, welcome back to the show.
Hi Peg, thanks for having me.
I understand that a lot of things are happening over at Canton Club 55.
Yes.
Why don't you start by telling us about your renovations?
Yeah, so fall's been pretty busy over there. We kicked off the summit shutdown with tearing out our washroom and our kitchenette, and we're building a very large kitchenette and a new accessible front desk. So right now we're kind of in the building phase. We got drywall up, we got painters in there, we have carpenters in there, electricians, but we're looking forward to it being done next Friday and then, you know, unveiling the new product. We're super happy with what the drawings look like. It's going to be a bare new kitchenette where people can get coffee, have an own fridge, and then be able to have a dishwasher in there as well.
Oh, how exciting.
Yes.
And then I understand that you are holding an open house in November.
Yeah, so to kick off to our new look and our new feel for Club 55, we're deciding to do an open house November 7th, and it's going to happen between 10 and 12. So we're going to have tables there from our different social groups, letting them know, like, hey, come check us out. This is what we do firsthand from our members. So it's on November 7th from 10 to 12.
Excellent.
And they don't need to register.
Oh, fabulous. So they can just show up.
Yep, just drop in any time between there.
So if there are some folks at home who have thought about becoming a member and they've never actually come and checked out the facility, this would be a good time then.
It'd be a fantastic time. You don't have to commit to anything. Just come on in, have some cookies, have some coffee, ask a couple questions, take a look at our new look, and go from there.
Excellent. And I understand that you have some great programs coming up this fall.
We do. Fall is getting pretty busy, especially with October here. So we have a couple different things going on. We do have an elder laws coming in, and they're doing an information presentation on October 10th. And that's at 11 o'clock, and it's free. It's something we recommend to all of our participants, kind of so they can kind of understand their rights, and if they have any questions about any legal matters. It's a free service. So we'll be doing that on October 10th.
Do folks need to register for that?
They do. Okay. Just because we need to make sure we have a big enough space for them. So they do have to register just a day before is the deadline. So that way we know what room to use. The next day after that, October 11th, we have Schoolcraft coming in. And Schoolcraft is bringing cider and donuts, which we love the most in the fall. And they're going to be talking about programs that they offer for older adults. So if you want to go back and get a degree, or even if you just want to do a one-time photography type class, they're going to be offering an information session on their different services they offer.
Oh, what a great opportunity.
Yes. We're super excited for that one. That one too, you just register deadlines a day in advance, so that way we know how much cider and donuts to buy.
Excellent.
Yes.
What else can we look forward to?
Yeah, we have our big event that we do annually with the Canton Police Department. It's our Safe, Sound, and Secure event. Especially with a lot of things we've heard in the news lately, it's really important to get the information out there to our older adults about how to be safe in parking lots, how to be safe on the computer, and how to be safe just in general. So Officer Patty will be coming in with a couple of her coworkers, the fire department, and some other organizations to talk about how to be safe. The best thing about this event, it's free and you get a lunch included, and it's amazing lunch. So it's on November 7th from 12 to 3, and registration is needed, and it's a week prior to the deadline, or sorry, a week prior to the date that we need to know if you're coming.
Excellent. And that is on the same day as your open house?
Yes, so we're doing, if you want to do both in one day, you could come to the open house and then come to the Safe, Sound, and Secure. Just to note, we only have 100 spots for the Safe, Sound, and Secure, and we sell out every year. So if we get people registering as soon as possible to ensure their spots, we have about 50 left.
Oh, great. Good to know.
Yeah.
And I understand that this program is very well received. I know that the Canton Police Department does an excellent job. What can folks look forward to if they sign up for this free session?
Yeah, and even if they signed up last year, we recommend them coming again because, you know, every year is something different. New scams on the computer, telephone scams, or even a couple weeks ago, there was a lady in a Walmart parking lot. So, you know, they took her keys to her car and took her car. So Patty's going to be focusing on those hot topics this time and trying to keep yourself aware what to look out for when you're in a parking lot, where to park, and then what to look out for when you're opening up emails or answering phone calls, and if people are asking for you to send money, what you should do to make sure you're safe. Ask a son, daughter, coworker, you know, to ensure that everything is justified.
All very important information.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you have anything else happening this fall?
We do. We have a lot of events, so I'm going to kind of like say, hey, check out our monthly newsletter and our Prime Times newsletter in the center because October and November is packed. We have social nights coming up. We're going to the Plymouth Orchard. We have make and take workshops coming up where we're doing a pumpkin wreath and then snowmen for Christmas. We have our holiday party in December. We have Deck the Park View coming up in end of November. There's always something going on, and the fall is a very busy time. Another thing today we're just kicking off is our Wii Bowling League. And we still have some spots for that. So if people are interested in coming in and bowling and meeting new people, they can sign up still.
Oh, excellent. A lot of wonderful things are happening at Canton
It's
Club 55.
busy.
And I know I saw a sample of the wreath.
Yes.
So explain those make and take workshops, if you wouldn't mind.
So the make and take workshops are kind of just one-off workshops where people come in for about 2 hours. They pay for the workshop and it just covers the supplies, and they get to take home what they make. So every month we kind of do something different. This month is kind of focused under Halloween and the fall. So it's a pumpkin wreath. It's nice and orange and green.
It's adorable too.
It is. It's very easy to make as well. And every session we try to do something different. So we kind of focus it off of Pinterest and kind of see what's hot there and what's easy to make within the hour, 2 hour time frame.
Excellent. Now, you mentioned a lot of wonderful things. Where can folks go to get more information or to register?
Yeah, they can feel free to stop on in the Parkview Room, Club 55 at the Summit. They could go on our Facebook page, or they could also visit us online at cantonfun.org.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Stephanie, thank you so much for stopping by and telling us all the exciting things that are happening at Canton Club 55.
Thanks, Peg, for having me.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time on Canton Contact.